What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Otaku Kickback Sessions. As always, I am one of your two co-hosts, Easy the Shinobi, and joining me here on this fine Wednesday night, we have my other co-host and aspiring shitposting merchant, Green Specter.
Que pasa?
Que pasa, que pasa. I hope you're all having a good Wednesday night. We basically got in the middle of the week. Hump day is here, and yeah, we're almost to the weekend, so I'm just looking forward to uh just relaxing this weekend, man. How about you?
Uh, just getting through it.
Getting through it. That's sir. That's all we could do nowadays. So let's get through it. But enough about our regular daily lives. We got some news to kick off our episode, specifically some solo leveling stuff.
Yes. Very good.
Do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
Sure. Solo Leveling Season 2 is listed to have 13 episodes, and there was a fiasco that happened with Season 2, Episode 6. Apparently, websites like Crunchyroll and Anilab
Mm-hmm.
had buffering issues as they had an over amount of people streaming it at the same time.
Right.
Uh, it even went so far as to crash the servers of the world's top piracy site, and several other websites also suffered major crashes, buffering, or uh, just episode and visual lags that you could say literally this episode shattered the internet.
Exactly. I remember hearing something about that. Hearing about this when the episode came out, and I was surprised because it was busy trending throughout like social media that episode six of Solo Level, season two of Solo Level, and just straight up not only crashed Crunchyroll's servers, but it started causing more crashes throughout like wherever you can watch anime and stuff. And a lot of people like, at least from what I could tell, obviously from the service crashing, this was like a hyped episode. And I know you're more farther along in the manual and basically the story than I am. Was this kind of like a I guess a hyped arc or a hyped fight?
Yeah, he dog waters a red ogre
Oh, shit!
in the most humiliating possible because he's just doing a bunch of spells and slaughtering his own men.
Really?
Yeah, which to kill the phantoms that Jinwoo releases.
Hmm.
But it was all a part of his plan because you're killing your own guys. I can just turn them to my side, to the point where he was just by himself and shit, just panicking.
Yeah, man. That
Seeing that being animated, oh, it was really great. The visuals were supreme.
did you manage to catch the episode before it crashed or after the crash?
Please, I'm not stupid. I wait like two to 3 days so that everything is all relaxed and I can watch it without any lag on it. Come on.
That's a smart way to play it, honestly.
Of course. Work smarter, not
Yeah.
harder.
Exactly, exactly. And I got a feeling I don't know if this is going to cause another crash or not, but I have a feeling it's going to increase the popularity of solo leveling because it got announced last week that music superstar Jay Balvin got casted for both the English and Spanish subs of Solo Leveling season two of some of the episodes later on in the season. There hasn't been, or basically, there hasn't been an announcement for the character that he's going to voice, but it's rumored that he's going to voice one of the important characters that's due to come out in this season. So, any fans of J Balvin out there that want to see his voice acting debut? I mean, we're gonna. Uh,
I think I can guess what character he's gonna voice.
you want to take a good guess at it?
No, I don't want to spoil the surprise, but I can pretty much guess what character he's voicing. And if he's voicing this character, then that means he's gonna be here to stay for a while.
Nice, nice. All right. So I'll tell you this: whenever his debut comes in on the English dub for solo leveling, we'll come back here at the Otaku Kickback Sessions, and I'm gonna ask you, was this the character you thought you guessed in your own mind that he was gonna voice?
Yeah,
Let's see you get it right. Well, we'll wait on it, but yeah, there's a good chunk of solo leveling stuff, and seems like the anime adaptation is skyrocketing. It's fucking top of the world right now, so and for good reason because it is pretty lit. Moving on, we got some Oshinoko news. Season 3 is scheduled to air in 2026. There's no direct release date yet. No, so we are gonna have to wait with a little bit more time for any Oshinoko fans out there. But I would assume like probably May, June ish would be at least my best guess when we get a direct date on it. Devil May Cry, the anime adaptation is coming to Netflix on April 3rd. I know visual trailer just dropped last week for it. It looks pretty sick. I haven't played any of the Devil May Cry games, so
you're
um,
missing out.
am I
At least play the first two.
play the first two? Because I know I got five on a discount at the PlayStation Store like last year, and I heard a lot of good things about it. So,
Yeah.
I've been meaning to try that out. Do they have the original games on Steam or?
Last time I checked, I didn't see anything.
Ah, shit.
But it could be on there though. It
Uh,
could be.
I never know. I never know when they port them over. But for right now, I'm gonna have to do some hunting in case I want to start getting into the Devil May Cry. Moving on, Zombieland Saga, the movie will be released this year in Japanese theaters. No set date for it yet, though I did read somewhere. I think it's predicted to be coming out in fall. But yeah, all we know is that it's going to be released in 2025. So, any Zombieland Saga fans out there, be on the lookout for it.
See.
Uh, let's see. All right, that is all right. You are a Zombieland Saga fan, huh?
I am. I just don't tell people about it.
No, but you gotta at least tell people about the greatest rap battle in history. About those two zombie chicks that basically went back and forth at each other, with the little one basically hyping them up.
Oh yeah, I mean it was goaded.
Yeah, exactly. I do remember one of the top comments from it on YouTube was basically, "Oh, Eminem waking up in a cold sweat, but he doesn't know why."
Oh yeah, all of the shit post memes.
Yeah.
Those are
uh,
funny.
those are pretty funny. Let's see what else we got here. Reincarnated as a slime, the light novel is gonna end this year, according to the author. And this was included on top of news about the Reincarnated as a slime anime film. It's due for release in February 2026, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. As we know, season 3 just ended. I want to say about 2 3 months ago.
Yep.
And so far, it it's gotten great reviews. I'm kind of currently going through it right now, and it's so far it's pretty good. I do enjoy the building of it. So it's in case you're into isekais that have a lot of world building aspects to it. I mean, check out Reincarnated as a Slime. Let's see. MF Ghost manga is ending with a final chapter on February 17th. And this was something. This next piece of news is something that I guess people from our generation mostly could relate to during the early days of YouTube. Rooster Teeth, they're back.
Hooray!
Hooray, hooray. We got the news last week. I believe I think it was like last Friday, last Thursday, where from a new video on their YouTube channel titled Homecoming. And it's a video of Bernie walking back into the old Rooster Teeth offices in Texas. and he's it's all funny. He turns on the lights, or he basically walks in, and he tells everybody, "Oh, I'm back with the milk." And then he turns on the lights, and then he sees the entire thing empty. And then just a quick moment of silence before he yells out, "What the hell happened here?" But yeah, Rooster Teeth's back, and I'm looking forward to it, especially since it feels like we're getting the old era of YouTube back in recent times.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, as of right now, it's only Bernie and I believe his wife that are the only two members of Rooster Teeth currently going on. So I would assume we get more information in the next throughout the year as to what new projects are coming out regarding it. But we're looking forward to see
Yeah. Which
what
is
they do.
how it should have been.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the WB stuff didn't. That's
I
yeah.
mean, they should have known. They should have realized that selling to WB would only cause Rooster Teeth to suffer because WB has, and I'm going to put this as light as possible, making series and then turning them into tax write-offs.
Yeah, yeah.
They'll
It's
make a movie, they'll finish it, realize, man, this movie sucks, and then just put it off as a tax write-off so that they get whatever money they wasted on it back double.
Yeah, yeah, that's seems kind of. I guess that would be the best way to put it, and especially now where we've seen over the past year or so, where basically not just like in anime, but mainly in video games and in YouTube channel or YouTube content creation and all that, where we see people delve more into their passion projects instead of like doing it for profit, and we see the success of these contents or these creations that have passion behind it, and it's good to see. It's good to see because I mean, that's how well, that's how people can tell when stuff is authentic and when stuff is created with like with effort and like tons of energy behind it. So, yeah, I mean, that's the best we could hope for, especially now that they're back to being independent. So, I'm looking forward to see what comes on. Maybe some new Red versus Blue stuff. Maybe some new animation series that comes out. Well, we'll see.
Yeah. You know
Uh,
what's something funny that happened today? Well,
uh,
yesterday at like almost 12.
what happened?
The Duolingo owl died.
All right, I saw that, man. Rest in peace to the homies of the Duolingo owl. I remember we saw that. I remember we saw the owl walk past us at AX last year, and he was just as clean.
Yeah, let me read you and all of the audience what the message is.
Mm-hmm.
This is from Duolingo, their official Twitter page. It is with a heavy heart that we inform you that Duo, formerly known as the Duolingo Owl, is dead. Authorities are currently investigating his cause of death, and we are cooperating fully. To be honest, he probably died waiting for you to do your lessons, but who knows? We
Nah.
are aware that he had many enemies, but we kindly ask that you refrain from sharing any of them that you hate in the comments. If you feel inclined to share, please include your credit card number so that we can automatically sign you up for Duolingo Max in his memories. We appreciate your respect. Dua Lipa's privacy at his time.
Man, damn! Did I have a hand in killing the duo? Because I have Duolingo on my phone, and it's been a good few months since I logged back into it. Uh, I didn't mean it. At least for my part, I didn't mean it. I was chill. I was chill with the homie duo. So
Well, let me share with you a couple of replies.
Mm-hmm.
from gaming companies. Dead by Daylight said, "Sorry, Duo, but death is not an escape." And it's the Duolingo owl being cornered by the trapper.
Really?
Yeah. Halo's official channel posted a image of Master Chief looking down at Duolingo.
Nice.
Assassin's Creed UK said, "You're welcome," and
What?
it is an image of the Duolingo owl running away as Ezio is performing a takedown.
Nah. You ain't running from Ezio.
Rainbow Six Siege UK posted "Bro peaked stairs," and it is a POV of a gun pointed at a small little Duolingo peeking around the corner from a staircase.
Nah, man, that's foul.
One of my favorites, Dying Light. "Oh no, he's not dead. He turned, run." And it's the Duolingo head looking all, I guess you could say, morphed onto the body of a goon, which is one of those big, muscular zombies.
Damn. Can you imagine if he did come back as a goon?
The PlayStation UK posted an image of Kratos holding Duolingo's plush.
Basically, Kratos is suffering over Duel's past.
Yeah. Hitman official Twitter page. "It was a carefully planned accident," and you see our favorite Hitman agent sitting on a chair with a dead Duolingo in the background.
Nice. Yeah, no, Agent 47 gets the job done.
Xbox
Mhm.
posted a the funeral image from Advanced Warfare,
Oh, I know which one you're talking
the
about.
casket with the press F to pay your respects, and the picture has a Duolingo on it.
Okay, no, that one's a necessary image for the death of Duo.
Here's a good one.
Hmm.
Eminem.
Really, Eminem got in on this.
Eminem posted an image of a duffel bag with Duolingo's dead eyes peeking out from inside, with the caption in the image that says, "The death of Duolingo Owl, coup de grace."
Nice. Oh, okay. I know what that is. It's essentially, it's essentially kind of a play on Eminem's last album, "The Death of Slim Shady."
Yeah. Oh, man. And you want to know a funnier one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Who?
Who?
The World Health Organization.
Oh, who?
Yeah. They replied with, "May your cause of death be identified ASAP. One thing we know for sure, it's not smallpox because the disease has been eradicated since 1980."
Nah. Somebody. Here's the thing. I have a feeling that Duel the Owl had ops, and then basically those ops pulled up on him, and then
Oh,
they took care of his ass.
and since we're talking about Crunchyroll,
Mhm.
they also retweeted
What did they retweet?
"Top 10 saddest anime deaths. We will miss you, Duo." And it's a image of Crunchyroll Jaime holding hands with the Duolingo owl.
Basically, Crunchyroll's doing the sad anime death for Duo.
Yeah, it is just hilarious because what's funny is they changed their image profile to the dead Duolingo with the crossed
Mm.
out eyes,
Mm.
and even their app on the App Store, the icon has changed.
Really?
Yeah, the app has a blue background with a skeleton Duolingo and the app having a crack on it with the only words on the app saying, "I'm begging you."
So wait, is this for the Crunchyroll app or for the Duolingo app?
The Duolingo app.
Actually, you know what? Let me pull it up on here and see. Okay, so it hasn't changed on my end. I think I need to update the app first, but that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh no, man! But yeah, no. Rest in peace to the homie duo. All he wanted us to do was learn a new language for free. But yeah, I think we failed him at that point.
I mean, I can tell you what his last tweet was before his cause of death.
What was his last tweet?
Drake.
Oh, was it the Kendrick reference?
Yeah.
Fucking Duolingo. Oh man, rest in peace.
It, it was a dancing Duolingo that the caption says, "Say Drake."
Well, if he was gonna go out, he was gonna go out. He was gonna go out making us laugh. So, fucking yeah, that's a hell of a way to do it too.
And you want to know what's funny?
Hmm.
After that tweet, then we get the info of the death of Duolingo.
Oh man, that's like I mentioned. At least he went out. At least he went out basically trolling. So he can't fault him for that. But yeah, rest in peace to the homie duo. Who knows? Maybe he comes back. Maybe this is just a reborn arc or an isekai arc. We
I
shall
just
see.
checked the App Store.
Hmm.
They changed it. So
Oh,
now
that.
it's so now it is it's the same image they're using for their Twitter profile. The
Okay.
crossed out eyes with the tongue sticking out.
Okay. That's hilarious. Oh yeah, but yeah, moving on from that terrible, horrible, sad news update.
And pretty funny memes being retweeted and reposted from
Oh yeah, no,
companies.
a lot of fun to me. See that all of it. That's one of the favorite. That's one of my favorite things. Whenever basically kind of like companies repost and stuff. Whenever they get in on the shit posting, they get on the shit posting using their own characters and stuff involved in like in this case involved in like the death of the duo owl.
This is what I missed about gaming companies.
Mm-hmm.
Just the shit posts that they would retweet and repost with each other.
Yeah, exactly.
I miss that era of gaming social media.
Yeah, we need that ever back. I mean, it helps brighten up the day, at least with basically shit posting. Gaming companies shit posting against each other. We always get some good stuff out of it. Speaking of gaming companies, Nintendo is up on the dock. News came out last week that they've officially announced a Nintendo Direct for April 2nd, 2025, and this is most likely going to do with the Nintendo Switch 2, providing more information. Seeing as how in the last Nintendo Direct we just got the introduction trailer for it, and so people speculating that this is going to have to do with the official release date for the Switch 2, and perhaps maybe some games that are going to come out for it upon release. So, yeah, we'll be on the lookout for that in early April. A Gundam live action film was announced. There's no release date set for it. I do know it's supposed to be released via Netflix. So I know basically the polarizing, and that's putting it lightly, the polarizing view against Netflix for when it comes to anime adaptations. So we'll see how it goes. So fingers crossed, or if you're a Gundam fan, fingers crossed that they do right by it.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, yeah. Speaking of adaptations, I also saw this last week. Um, we got a new anime adaptation that's scheduled to premiere in 2025. The name of it is a Vampire Chan Can't Suck Properly. Um, yeah,
Pause.
yeah, I know. I had to reread that shit. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. This what is this? And this is a synopsis from the Crunchyroll News website. Transfer student Luna Ishikawa is a vampire. She gives off a mysterious aura and overwhelming presence, making her a popular girl in class. Otori, a background character in life, thought he'd never have anything to do with Luna until one day he finds out her secret that she's a cool vampire who's good at studying and sports, but is actually super bad at sucking blood. You too can become a mama. This is a new kind of comedy about pampering and feeding. So it looks like basically this is going to be a slice of life sort of comedy romance anime, um, mainly helping Luna the vampire figuring out how she could suck blood better.
Huh. That's interesting. I hope she's not like
I
another vampire who
I
doesn't
know
know
which
how
one
to
you're
suck
thinking.
blood.
Nah, I know which one you're thinking of. Nah, it ain't
Cause
like.
cause she says it herself. Her father's a vampire and her mother's a succubus. So she can go either or, but she doesn't like the taste of blood.
Nah, nah. It's not that one. It's not that one. This one is an actual slice of life one. Um, it's an actual slice of life, non off brand version, if you will. But
All
yeah.
right, because the one I'm thinking about is for those cultured individuals. If you know, you know.
Oh yeah, no. It's one of the faces of the more cultured animes, if you will say as much. But yeah, schedule's premiere 2025. So, let's see how that one does. PlayStation State of Play aired today on Wednesday the 12th. I did see a few keynotes for it. Overall, it doesn't seem like that many people were excited for it. Um, but
I
I did,
mean, after the servers crashed, I don't think anybody was excited for it.
yeah, pretty much. They did announce a Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater remake, which I think the early footage of it leaked out like 2 weeks ago. Um,
Not surprised.
for a remake, yeah, yeah. For a remake, the graphics look pretty cool. I do think it's gonna be like $80 though. I might be misremembering. So I mean, I guess take it as you will, but I'd rather honestly for stuff like that because I never played Snake Eater before, but I think I could be patient enough to wait on it until it becomes like a used copy or it goes on discount. Stellar Blade and Nikkei announced their collaboration as well in the state of play.
Oh,
Um, and the trailer does reveal some basically kind of costumes that you could put on Eve for the from Nikkei. No, they have Rappy, they have Scarlet. If I remember correctly, they also have Dorothy and Alice costumes that you could put over for Eve. And on top of that, they also announced a PC port that's coming in June 2025. That's supposed to have extra content to it. And so this next announcement, I guess you could kind of take it either way. Um, I know supposedly people rightfully so supposedly people were kind of like, well, why didn't you just announce a sequel for it? Days Gone Remastered got announced for PS5, and that with some new content and extra modes that includes permadeath and speedrun modes. Um,
ooh, I like the sound of
yeah,
permadeath.
yeah, because I mean that is one way to run it. For I guess you want to play Days Gone again with under the PS5 graphics. There are some people that were wishing that it was a sequel announcement. I feel it too because
I played it. When you get the secret ending,
mhm.
yeah, you're kind of like, bro, make the second one already. We're
Yeah,
begging for it.
Yeah, exactly. It's become basically kind of like a cult classic. It's especially when it got ported over to Steam and it's doing super well on Steam too. That's like, why not? I mean, I get it. You announced the remaster, but why not announce like, oh, we're working on a sequel for Days Gone and stuff. You know, that would be something. That would get something amped for basically people who want a sequel of this game, especially after the secret ending stuff. But who knows? Maybe this leads to the sequel finally getting announced. But I guess it's one of those things where time will tell. But here's the hope. Speaking of Nikkei, the part two of the Evangelion collaboration got announced for February 28th release, which I'm surprised they're doing another collaboration with Evangelion. I mean, not that the last one wasn't bad; it was decent, but it was like okay, you could kind of it was only really meant for fans of Evangelion if that happen to play Nikkei. So well, unless it was more popular than we thought. So, but yeah, I'm surprised they're doing another
Yeah, I mean, it's
collab.
like I I don't really care for Evangelion, but I mean, I will play it if it means free tickets.
Yeah, yeah, that is a good part about it. Since with every event it's free login tickets, so you never know. What's the following event that comes after this? So, because right now they're doing the Valentine's Day meet event, so we'll see. And that's all I got from my end. So, what about you?
Well, since you left off on the whole Valentine's Day aspect,
Hmm.
20 romantic comedy and dramas like Horomiya, Dress Up Darling, Rent a Girlfriend, MMO Junkie, and Love is War are available to watch for free on Crunchyroll throughout February to celebrate Valentine's Day. So,
Oh
if you
yeah,
wanted to
that's
watch
dope.
some of those old Valentine's Day or just old rom com animes, you can. And for free.
Exactly. Who
Only
doesn't
for
like
this
free?
month, though.
Who doesn't like free stuff? Yeah, exactly. Only for this month. So, and since this is a shorter month, we got 16 days left. I would suggest binge watching as much as you can, especially kind of on top of the popular ones like Love Is War and My Dress Up Darling. Bro, I checked out Recovery of an MMO Junkie last year because I remember asking you about it, and you said, "Oh, dude, you should definitely check it out." I checked it out, super underrated when it comes to it. It's really good, especially if you want to see a rom com for that takes part with a gamer girl that meets a gamer guy. Then yeah, that's definitely one that you could check out, especially if you want to introduce your significant other to anime and you want to cuddle up this Valentine's Day to binge watch something. Recovery of an MMO junkie for sure. That and my dress up darling. That shit's goaded.
Oh, yeah. Now, the next one I have on my list is, and keep with me here because it's a long title.
All right.
A genius healer who healed in an instant but was banished as useless now lives happily as a dark healer. Anime adaptation, April 3rd, 2025, by Studio Macaria. I'm mispronouncing that name.
I mean, that's not that long of a title, but do you have any more info? What's it about?
It is about a poor man in the slums, Xenos, who never
Hmm.
had the opportunities in life. So he decides to forgo his own opportunities by teaching himself the creative arts. Oh, wait. No, that's not it. Huh. Whoops. Looks like I have no notes on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Should
from
I
the
go look
title
for
itself,
something?
You know what it could be? It could be that they're kind of keeping it a bit more under wraps and stuff. But from the title, it does sound like it does sound interesting.
It's probably because the title is so long
Mm-hmm.
that there's other animes with the same long title that is just like, oh yeah, here's this title. Okay, cool. What's it about? I don't know. I think it's this title. What do you mean?
Oh man. I mean, it looks.
But I mean, they do have a trailer for it, and by the looks of it, what dumbass would kick this healer out?
Like
I
he's a.
mean, I'll tell you this:
Mm-hmm,
in the trailer, his party member is going up against a wolf.
mm-hmm.
The wolf breaks, shatters, and cuts him, and instantly gets healed.
Oh shit.
Yeah, to the point where it looked like this guy, his party member, didn't even notice that he got healed.
So basically, he has the ability to basically do quick heals.
Yes.
Man, see that's the thing. I never really got about kind of like animes that kick out their healer. Like I understand if it's like a healer, or I sort of understand if it's a healer that's like okay, you know, they're not as great as healer, or they're kind of like constantly delaying on the heals and stuff. But if you got a healer that's that good, bro, and that's the thing, and that's the thing about basically about group adventuring in general. You don't kick out the healer. The healer is the most important person.
Oh, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I know this one now. Okay, I've read this. I've read this manga before. So this dude has a nurse assistant who's an elf,
Mm-hmm.
and he bought a home for cheap because he needs to like a clinic, right?
Yeah.
The reason why this like two-story house is like so cheap is because it's haunted by this ghost chick,
Mm-hmm.
and so he makes a deal with this ghost chick, and it's like, hey, keep haunting this place, and you know, I'll make sure you have like people to talk to.
That's nice of him.
Yeah, because apparently the reason this chick, the ghost chick, kept scaring away people was because she just wanted to be social because she was killed in that house, and obviously her soul is bound to it, so she can never leave.
Okay.
And they can exorcise her, but because she's been there for like a super long time, she's like very powerful.
That and not to mention that she doesn't actually pose any actual like killing intent towards them. I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, no. At first it was a sort of intent,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like, nah, GTFO, dude. You know, we don't
Uh,
want you. I don't want you here. And then they negotiated, and then it's like, okay, you know what? Maybe you can stay
mm.
because you're kind of a cool guy to talk to.
See, even ghosts need friends. I mean, yeah, I mean, imagine you've been hunting a house for 200 plus years, and basically the anybody that buys that house just dips because you're just trying to say what's up or like, hey, you know, how's it going to them?
Yeah. Though the way he meets the elf girl assistant,
Mm-hmm.
at first it's really messed up
Mm-hmm.
because apparently she's like a slave and whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
and these two guys who are like hunting her down as she's like running away, they shot her with an arrow and hits her in the back and whatnot.
Nah, what the? They hunted her like an animal.
Yeah, and it really scummy and all that stuff, and it pretty much it takes place right after the dude gets banished and whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
and the guy is like our protagonist is like, hey, you know what, how about I like buy the chick off of you and all that stuff, and they're just like, dude, you're insane, she's about to die, and all this stuff. It's like, do you want free money or not? They take pretty much the copper coin, they leave, and because his ability is to instant heal and it's really fast, he yanks out the arrow from her back. And keep in mind that the arrow was hit in like a fatal place where
Oof.
ripping it out would instantly kill her. But because he has the ability to like heal instantly,
Mm-hmm.
he pretty much got a free personal assistant. And at first it's like, oh, like she's freaked out because it's like, wait, how did you stop the bleeding? I'm supposed to like die because it's fatal. But it's like, don't worry about it. She starts
Yeah.
crying and begs him to take him with her because apparently she's an elf who lives out in the streets and was used as target practice by those
Mm,
same guys.
nah,
The
man,
only
that's
ma- the only reason she managed to live that long was because she kept running away, and obviously they had terrible aim.
sh- nah, man, that's fucked, man. What the hell what the hell's wrong with these fucking fools that keep using elves as target practice, man? That's fucked up.
Yeah, but
But,
I do recommend it. I do recommend giving the anime a watch.
mm,
The obviously I don't know why they went with the really long title, but if you want to search up the manga, it's called "The Brilliant Healer's New Life in the Shadows."
okay.
That's the manga name. The Obviously the anime name is "A Genius Healer Who Healed in an Instant but was banished as a useless. Now lives happily as a dark healer."
I don't know why they went with that name for the anime. Now that I hear the manga name sounds honestly it does sound better.
Yeah. The manga has 15.1 chapters translated so far.
Ah, okay, so it's a fairly new manga then.
Nah, it's been published since 2022. It's still ongoing though.
Okay, okay. I'm
But
assuming.
tangents aside,
Mhm.
that I do highly recommend this manga.
No, yeah, yeah, it does sound interesting. It does sound like a good like fantasy manga that people could get into. And when's the anime coming out again?
The anime is coming out April 3rd, 2025.
April 3rd, 2025. So around the same time as the Devil May Cry series coming out on Netflix. So yeah, go check that out as well. I mean, if you wanna see any new fantasy anime, because this one does sound really interesting.
Oh yeah, I'll send you the link for it later.
Nice, nice. That sounds good. What else you got for us?
The other thing I have is Virgin Punk, original anime by Studio Shaft and Yotsumi
Hmm.
Umetsu, will air on June 27th, 2025.
Nice.
If you want to check out the first one, the first work in the series is called Clockwork Girl.
Okay, okay. So it's a sequel to Clockwork Roll.
I assume it's either a sequel or like a connected universe type thing.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not sure. I haven't seen Clockwork Girl, but I heard good things about it.
Oh, okay. And what's Virgin Punk about?
Well, it's 3D animated,
Mm-hmm.
so right off the bat, you already have like sort of do I want to watch it? Because some 3D anime works and some doesn't.
Mm.
But it opens up with this chick coming out of a building in a hospital gown, experiencing some flashbacks of what happened to her and how she died and all that stuff.
Okay.
Keep that in mind. How she died. So how is she alive and reliving these flashbacks?
Mm.
And it's set in the year 2099.
Oh, okay. So it's a cyberpunk anime.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So I don't want to spoil too much, but the visuals alone and the fact that it's a cyberpunk ish anime, it looks pretty good. And when I saw the trailer, I was kind of iffy because it's like, I don't want to say it's like 3D animated, but it's like what's that format?
It's
Uh 2D, 3D animated.
so
So it's a 2D image, but um the way it moves and the way it's animated is so smooth that it seems like it's 3D animated.
I guess if you want to compare the animation to something, it's kind of like a Dragon Ball superhero movie.
Yes, think of it like that, or for all the Death Battle fans,
Hmm.
the animation style that was used in by Morox in Bowser versus Eggman. The
Ah,
way it's
okay.
a 2D image, but when the camera moves and the character moves around, it's a 2D image that makes it seem like it's a 3D model.
Ah, okay, okay, okay. I think I know how you're explaining it or how
Yeah,
it
I'm
shows.
trying to explain it the best I can.
No, yeah, because it's tough to kind of nail it down, especially with kind of like the with the with 3D anime because you don't know if it's like yeah if it can work out or if it looks very clunky and all that. Okay, but I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well,
So
no.
it looks really good though. I looked at the trailer. I tried to find more info on it. So far, it looks pretty solid.
Hmm.
I'd give it a watch.
Yeah, and I know Studio Shaft is basically one of those studios that produces like hello like basically top tier anime and stuff. So I mean, it doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like it's a bad bet.
Yeah, I mean, in the trailer alone, she gets shot at by a missile and catches it and is just looking at the missile while it's still trying to, you know, go its course. And she's just
Yeah,
looking at it deadpan, like, was this?
yeah. Okay, no, like that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, Richard Punk coming out April 3rd, and or it's April 3rd, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, man, a lot of new shows are coming out that day. So, yeah, if you have anything you want to watch, or if you're basically kind of looking for something new to watch, hey, be on the lookout for on April 3rd because it seems like we're getting a lot of good stuff.
Next on the list, we have playing a death game to put food on the table. Anime will reveal new information on February 15th, 2025.
Okay, so what's this one about?
So it is about a player named Yuki, 17, uh, place of resident, murder games.
What?
So it's an IRL death game.
Shit.
She dresses up in a maid outfit, attempting to find a way out of a death mansion, murdering other players clad in a bunny suit, and such to win money as she makes a living. For some reason, she chose to stay no matter what other option she is given. Overcoming the border between life and death, she aims to attain an unprecedented 99 consecutive wins before she decides to leave.
Damn. So, no, that sounds pretty hardcore.
Yeah. And the anime, I guess we're going to get more information on the anime
Hmm.
on February 15th. But so far, if you want to read the manga, there's only 6 chapters translated.
Oh, okay. So I'm guessing it got. I'm guessing the manga came out probably last year.
There's no information on when it released,
Oh, okay. Oh,
but yeah, it looks like it was released last year, I want to say about February.
Man, that's so nuts, though. You essentially voluntarily, she essentially voluntarily stays in this death mansion, mainly because she doesn't want to end her. She doesn't want to end it on the law, so she doesn't want to end it before until she gets to 99 wins and stuff. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, it seems like it's gonna be one of those good like battle royale animes.
yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah.
Now, the next one on the list, we have The Too Perfect Saint, tossed aside by my fiance and sold to another kingdom. TV anime trailer. Anime airs April 2025 by Studio Troika.
Okay, what's that one about?
It is about, now this is a pretty long definition.
Okay.
Born in a family of saints, Philia's childhood was filled with harsh education. Nevertheless, it formed her into the great saint and secured her engagement with the second prince, Julius.
Hmm.
But when she became too perfect, and thus not cute in his eyes, Julius broke their engagement. That's why he decided to make her leave her homeland and make her the saint of the neighborhood kingdom in exchange for money and resources. Philia, our protagonist, was prepared to be treated miserably, but what awaited her was an unexpected welcome. Confused by her new circumstances, she began to use her powers to help solve the citizens' problem, such as creating a barrier against monsters, creating a cure for illnesses that wreaked havoc amongst the land. With her newfound position, Philia recollected her memories and began in a novel and a future outbreak of monsters that was to come. She used her knowledge to help the people, and they quickly dealt with the problem. But at the same time, at the very same country that sold her off was in danger?
Oh, you know what? That sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good. It sounds like one of those fantasy animes where it's like a blessing in disguise. Well, I guess that's majority of fantasy animes and stuff, right? But no, it sounds interesting. Or basically, she was sold to a neighboring village by her fiance and stuff. Because well, at least from the gist of it that I get, he's an asshole. Um,
Yeah, because he probably had an inferiority complex
mm.
where it's like, my fiance is gonna overshadow me because she's too perfect. You know what? I'm dumping your ass and selling you to the neighborhood kingdom because I don't need you. It's one of those animes where it's the, well, 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 if it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
You know, and those are my favorite ones. You know what? Whatever basically thing that is gonna trouble that this fool's kingdom later on in the story, good. You deserve it, you asshole. Well, no, this sounds pretty legit.
Anime looks great. The animation quality looks pretty good too. And the manga has 23 chapters.
Oh, nice, nice. And what's this coming out again?
So this one is coming out April of 2025. No release day yet.
Nice, nice, man. It seems like the spring season for animes is basically coming up big this year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's another one you guys want to check out. So, yeah, because I have a feeling this is going to be one of the sleeper picks for this season. So, it seems like it's going to be cool.
The next one on the list, we have The Stunned Hero and the Assassin Princesses.
Oh, nice. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that this is a harem.
I mean, it's one dude and three chicks. I don't know how harem it can get.
Yeah, no, that sounds like pretty damn harem to me. But what else does it include?
I can't say. I'm looking for information as we speak, but I can't find much on it.
Damn. So this one the also probably keeping under wraps too.
It it does have a manga,
Hmm.
but I'm not too skilled in finding the name of it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So it's probably gonna take a while. But when is the anime coming out?
The anime comes out 2025. No release month or day yet.
Damn. So I'm pretty sure like in the next couple months we'll get more info. We'll get more info regarding it, especially the synopsis to see what it's about. But
Found
yeah.
it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Tato, Toto, is a novice hero who finally put together a team that he always wanted, and he was just ready to set out on a new adventure. But Tato's new party members are actually targeting his life.
Damn, really?
Yes. So it seems like the party members that he thought on a whim was like, oh, you guys are perfect. You have the perfect class and perfect set to become my new party because I'm like a new in adventuring. Turns out they're trying to kill him.
Shit, man, what is it with all the man? What is it with all these kind of like fantasy animes or fantasy mangas where basically the group is conspiring to kill either their best adventurer or their healer or some shit, man.
I mean, I can tell you the tags:
Mm.
action, romance, comedy, harem, and fantasy.
Yeah, I knew it was a harem.
Yeah. The manga has 16 chapters so far, but the trailer for the anime,
Mm-hmm.
it looks pretty good.
Mm.
It's by Studio Connect.
Oh, nice. I think I've heard of Studio Connect before. Blanking out on what they've done, but I think I remember hearing that they've done some like pretty good animes prior. Yeah, but
Studio Connect. I'm pretty sure they've done a few recognizable stuff.
yeah, yeah, I'm pretty sure they have. Oh, but this sounds pretty legit. And I mean, I guess we'll find out later on what's the exact release date of it. Uh, but yeah, no, I mean, I'm looking forward to see if this dude ever gets revenge back on his former party. Because eventually,
Well, I mean, this dude is a new adventurer, so he didn't get kicked out. He didn't all that stuff. It's pretty much just this guy who registers. Because I'm skimming through the manga right now.
mhm.
It seems like he's a new adventurer. He just signed up and whatnot. Um, and he's just like, okay, cool. I'm gonna start a new party, and yeah, it turns out they're trying to kill me for some reason.
Damn.
Because one of them gets sent after him to kill him by the demon lord. Uh, Another one who's a gun wielder
Mhm.
in a fantasy anime gets paid 100 goil. I'm sorry, 10,000 goil to assassinate the dude,
Mhm.
and the other one is, uh, I guess to put it in a lighter terms. Well, I'll just describe her for you.
Okay.
She's sitting on a dude with a ball gag, and she has a whip in her hand.
Hey yo, nah.
Maybe that will paint an image of what her character type is. And it's not one of those like angry type of characters. She has a smile on her face.
Nah, not the.
And this is from the word bubble.
Okay.
I'm seriously stoked to have a big, strong man as the best pet. Meow.
No way. Nah, she doesn't want to kill him. She wants to capture the Sue and use him as this basically as her love slave or some shit, man. Nah, this is nah. He's getting hunted by a dummy mommy.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
But here's the thing though,
Uh,
because I'm skimming through it, I'm not reading anything. This dude wants to make a party because apparently he's Hero Teto.
Hmm.
But when he tries to recruit people, because he has a scary looking face, people think that he's threatening them.
Ah, okay, okay. They're basically misinterpreting his expressions.
Yeah, and all three people who were sent off to kill him, they all say at the same time, "Do you want to form a party with me?" And they all then look at each other like, "What do you mean? I'm going to be in a party with him?" And he thinks, "Oh man, they're falling for me," but in reality, no, they're just pissed because it's like, "Hey, this is my target. Nah, this is my target."
They're all trying to basically get the kill in, so that way the demon lord rewards them.
Yeah, one of them was hired by the demon lord. Another one was hired by some thugs who I guess have a grudge against him, and the dominatrix chick. I don't know who hired him because it's still vague, but almost at the end of every sentence she says meow, but she's not a cat girl.
No, I'm pretty sure we'll find out as to why she goes meow. But no, that sounds like a good. This sounds like a good fantasy anime. Plus, it does sound kind of wild too. So, what's the name of it again?
I don't know. I kind of clicked off the tab.
Damn. Well, I mean, in case you need the name of the manga or the anime, just rewind back a few minutes. Well, yeah, it seems like it's gonna be kind of a good one. So we'll see. At least also funny too. If they're all hunting down the same dude, but for different reasons. So yeah. What else you got for us?
The name, for those people who were wondering, is called The Stunned Hero and the Assassin Princesses.
The stud hero and the assassin princess. Okay, okay, got it. We got it now.
Yeah, I
Um,
found the tab again.
Nice. So yeah, it does sound pretty. It does sound like it's gonna be a wild adventure. So yeah, go ahead and check it out.
The next piece on our category is the One Piece live action adaptation. Season 2 has officially finished filming.
Okay, that's good to hear.
No
Um,
release date yet on when it's coming out. It's just the announcement that they're done filming season 2.
okay. I have a feeling it might come out probably like I wouldn't say end of 2025, early 2026. But I'm looking
I'm
forward
gonna
to
guess September.
September. Yeah, yeah. You never know because I mean there's 7 months to 7 months to it. So it depends on how they get the editing done and all that. But yeah, I mean because I know season one left off on on a great note, and season two I think is supposed to introduce. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think season two is supposed to introduce both crocodile and smoker, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, we'll see. Um, and you'll see why because I started to get back into One Piece a bit more. Um, and all I gotta say is you'll see why Smoker is actually one of the good Marines.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll be on the lookout for that.
And then last we have Danmachi season 5.
Hmm.
Episode 14 is scheduled to be released on February 26, 2025, and episode 15 is set to be released March 5th, 2025, and that episode 15 will be the season finale.
Okay. Okay. So they're basically taking their time with releasing these last few episodes for season five.
Yeah, because by the looks of it, these are going to be high quality battles.
Ah. Okay. Got it. Got it. Ah. Yeah.
So it looks like they do need as much time as possible to make some good fight choreographies and make sure that everything is not all chop.
Oh, yeah, it makes sense. I mean, because I mean we've seen before, like basically different animes that kind of rush the fight scenes in certain seasons and stuff, and the quality just drops immensely. Um, so yeah, no, it does make sense that they want to take their time and carefully create these battles to make sure they're to give the best quality possible.
Oh yeah, and that is the last on my list.
All right, cool. So we got the news section done for today, and let's move on to our next. So what we got up next? So as we've mentioned earlier on, several times, this week is Valentine's Day. So on Friday, and so this episode is going to come out on that same day as well. And we were trying to think. It's like, okay, you know what? We need to let's add in something new. Let's change up. Let's change up the regular format a bit, at least for in honor of Valentine's Day. And after thinking and thinking, we came back to a card game that we were playing on our way to Los Angeles last year. Um, and so I want to go ahead and present it to you folks. So now, um, it's essentially pick two waifus, but here's the twist: they have to be villains, and the second rule to it is you could either with one of them you have to choose them to try to make them better, to try to change them from the evil ways and make sure that they don't delve into what made them into a villain in the first place, and all that. The second one is you have to leave him as is. You have to love him as is. That's your wife. It doesn't matter if she tried to enslave an entire planet. It doesn't matter if she basically caused a mass extinction. Hell, it doesn't matter if she basically took on an elf as a slave or something. You have to love him as is. Pretty much at that point, yeah, you're set for, you're basically tied to life for her, with her being evil. And so we wanted to bring that card game onto this here podcast. And so I got or I was trying to think of my two waifus. I think I have my two. I know you were preparing for this one as well, for the game as well. Do you want me to go first, or do you want to
Uh,
go?
I can go first.
Yeah, go for it.
So I guess the first villain character to be reformed is Neapolitan of Ruby.
Actually, yeah, that's a good one. And I did forget. My apologies. I did forget to specify that basically we could choose anybody from, say, anime, video games, or different animation style. Um, just as long as they've done evil in the past, and you're willing to rehabilitate with them. No, but why Neo?
Why not?
Fuck it.
I
Yeah,
mean, she has nothing left. She has nothing else to live for. She's pretty much done.
yeah.
Her old mentor is, well, technically dead, and she thought uh, the main protagonist killed him. She
Mhm,
teamed up with a familiar face, only to be betrayed at the end, then
mhm,
possessed by a evil cat Cheshire,
mhm.
and then turned into a tree. Might as well give her a second chance.
Yeah, that's true. Not to mention that with Neo, she did actually show remorse at the end of trying to get her revenge and stuff. In case you guys haven't seen Ruby Volume 9, go check it out. I dig it, so it's not too bad. But yeah, I mean, it seems like it'll be a good way to reform her, or basically, it seems like she wants to change her ways at the end, and because she does show remorse and stuff. So I mean, that's a good pick.
Yeah, and I can make a bunch of short jokes.
Not only that, I'm pretty sure you're gonna make a bunch of mute jokes too while you're at it, huh?
Sure, if she doesn't kick my ass.
Which you can't do because remember she fucking schooled Yang in Volume 2, and then she ended up just beating the shit, basically outsmarting people, a bunch of people when she came back. So, being,
Yeah.
yeah, she could kick your ass too. Uh, okay, so you got your one for fix them. Now choose your other waifu who you have to love no matter how evil she is.
Echidna of ReZero.
Echidna. Actually, you know what? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that you would choose Echidna.
I mean, she's the major antagonist of ReZero, who later on in the series, spoiler alert, becomes Omega.
Oh shit.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
Mm.
But obviously, the anime's not there yet.
Well, I mean, that and I will say this too. If you're essentially her husband, then pretty much she won't fuck. She'll fuck with Subaru, and you would have to feel for the guy having to go through whatever Echidna puts him through. Um, but other than that, it's like it's one of those things where you're just like, all right, I guess I gotta, I promise to love her as is no matter what. So that's a
Yeah. And I have to sit with the idea of like the only reason she's with me is because she's using me to gain knowledge, and that's it.
yeah, yeah. That is true. That is true.
But everything else technically is free play.
Yeah.
So I can do whatever I want with the idea of I made a contract. She's technically looking at everything I'm looking at, and she's technically connected with me as well because she is known as the Witch of Greed, and her one greed is knowledge.
Exactly. Now, imagine she tries to basically capture all the knowledge that you have, but it's filled with stuff that she didn't even think about in the first place.
Which is hilarious
It's
because I
like,
can beat her at her own game.
here's how you, in that aspect, here's how you beat a kid in her own game. As essentially, that meme of the Neuralink, where it's like, me sending my homie like 3 terabytes of like shit posting material for his Neuralink to basically blow up in his brain.
Oh yeah,
Essentially, if a kid tries to do that, she tries to basically gather your knowledge.
it's just R34 images of her, and she's like, "Hey yo, what you watching?" Is like, "What? You my wife? You're not supposed to be surprised."
Are you surprised that I have these lewd thoughts of you? You're my wife. Of course, I'm gonna have these lewd thoughts of you. There ain't nothing wrong with that. And she's just blushing away. She calls you kind of like, yeah. She's just like, she basically just yells at you like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's like, ain't nothing wrong with you. You're my wife.
Yeah, because she can be because her character is stoic, but she's also kind of, I guess, silly. Because when you deny her what she wants, she then starts yelling at you. It's like, "What you mean, no? I
nah,
worked really hard to try to convince you, and this is what you tell me."
and not to mention the basically her reaction with Subaru drank the special tea that she made him.
Ah, yes, the special tea, the one produced by her. I will say this though,
Mhm,
in the light novel, I'm surprised they didn't add this in the anime, but they probably didn't want to.
mhm.
In the light novel, the same scenario plays out, and she tells her what it is, and he admits, you know, I didn't know what this was, but if you would have told me what it was, I would have preferred echidnas or rems,
What the fuck?
and I would drink it with zero hesitation. I shit you not. That is in the light novel, and I was surprised because I'm like, hey yo, this guy is for real down bad.
Man, Subaru light novel Subaru is kind of a freaky motherfucker, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
No fucking way. No fucking way. He said, if it was Revs or Echidna's specialty, I would.
Amelia's.
Oh, Amelia's specialty. I would drink it down. No hesitation.
Yeah.
Nah, man. That's wild. It does suck that they didn't include that in the anime because
No, that
bro,
was probably a little too ayo for the anime.
yeah,
Even though the anime did have its moments.
yeah, exactly. Especially when it comes to the death scenes, it's like, damn, they really go all out on that. But no, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah. I
Uh,
mean, it truly shows how much of a simp Subaru is.
yeah, true. But I mean, the dude does kind of he does hold his own at least when it comes to return by death and stuff. So
I
I
mean, he
don't.
has to. He doesn't have a choice.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It does, but he does have the choice of adventuring or not. So I'll give him credit for that. At least he chooses to adventure on and basically try to see why he's in that world. But yeah, no, it's yeah, you got your final choices of Neo to help her rehabilitate her ways, and Echidna as your one true evil waifu for life.
Yeah, those are my picks.
Nice, nice. Okay, so let me go ahead. I'm trying to. I'm trying to think because I do. Hmm. Actually, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with this one. I know technically we may be viewing it. We may be viewing it as kind of like as kind of like in the, or at least in the anime, we're kind of viewing it as kind of more in the maybe the protagonist sense. I'm not really. I guess I guess a basic way to put it.
Yeah.
But for fixing, I'd probably yeah. You know what? Fuck it. Lock in my vote for this. Uh, I'd go Albedo from
Really?
Overlord. Yeah,
Well,
because think of you know, because think about it.
she's not really evil though. I mean,
Uh,
yeah, she's follows an evil ruler, but I don't know. You can kind of argue her. Yeah, you can kind of argue what her real purpose is.
yeah, because I mean, if you really think about it, I mean, she does. I mean, on top of the, or other than the fact that basically she has a well, well on devotion to Ainz, she does do some pretty evil actions. I mean, she was ready to basically slaughter a bunch of villagers in season one that just got attacked by essentially by bandits and stuff, and not to mention that. I guess I would say that she's not. I guess with the, I guess in the anime we don't view her in the evil sense, but she does do pretty heinous actions, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So in
because I mean, think about it. Ainz, she follows what Ainz says,
yeah,
and all Ainz is trying to do is to create as much commotion so that he can see if he can find other players,
yeah,
and they're just following his lead.
yeah, and I know in this case because I mean, we have seen her go fucking nuclear.
Yeah,
Um, Especially when it comes to other humans or when it comes to kind of like when it comes to basically people defying Ainz, and it's just one of those things where as good as it is to have somebody that loyal, especially someone as powerful as Albedo, it does kind of come to a point where it's like okay, and probably this is my way of if I were to be with Albedo, this would be my way of kind of like saying, hey, you gotta scale it back a bit, scale it back a bit. Just yeah, I get it. You have complete devotion and all that, but we don't got to do it like this. We gotta we can negotiate with humans. I understand if humans, they try to attack you and they try to attack one of us and all that. Cool, but like right off the bat, nah. Let's just ease it down a bit. Because at the end of the day, Albedo's a top pick for a waifu mainly because she's a ride or die. Um, but there's a ride or die, and then there's just taking that shit to the extreme, where she's just ready to just blitz an entire country for you.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's why it's like I you can kind of argue, but I don't think I would categorize her as like a villainous.
yeah, and it's tough too because I mean, because there are lists where she's categorized as a villain mainly due to her actions and stuff, or she's not. And then yet again, she's also programmed as well. So,
I mean, you can kind of give her the same argument with Toga,
mm,
where she's just doing it out of love with no malintentions.
yeah, at least no malintentions towards you. It would be malintentions towards other people, which again, it's one of those things. It's one of those things where there's a fine line where it's like, look, I get it, but at the same time too, it's like we can't. And this is if you have a different set of goals other than Eins, where it's like, we can't. You can't necessarily attack humans right off the bat. Now, if it's one of those things where you see this whole caravan of like bandits or some shit trying to invade the tomb of Nazareth, is like, all right, go ballistic, go nuts. Um, but in the case of like, hey, if you see these villagers getting attacked and all that, don't be ready to attack both the bandits and the villagers that are just trying to defend their homes. You kind of get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess it's sort of a I don't know. It's sort of a it's
You
sort
know
of a
what? I'll give it to you,
yeah.
but
Mhm.
you can't reform her
Okay, actually, you know what? Let's okay.
because with her personality and her being obsessed with Ainz, you can't reform her.
Actually, in that case, then she would be the second pick. Then she would be the
Yeah,
one you have to love
as is.
as is. As she completely. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. I'll take it. Yeah. So she's gonna be my waifu that I'll take as is, no matter what. And in which case, it's like, all right, just hey, you're my wife. I love you, but just don't go batshit crazy if I just happen to be talking to the supermarket clerk that's asking me if I want a coupon for like, a Sprite or a Pepsi or this bag of Doritos.
Jesus.
Okay. So the one for reforming, this one, the one for reforming, I do have kind of a trouble choosing it. Um, and that is the one kind of downside about kind of binge watching a more slice of life or isekai stuff lately. Because fuck it, you know what? I'll take on the challenge. Let's go, Makima.
Okay.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, the way we see her, to kind of like how Denji sees her and all that, it's like, yeah, she's gorgeous, she's beautiful, and and all that stuff. But at the same time, too, and this is manga spoilers, in case anybody just watched the Chainsaw Man anime, um, she is shown to be manipulative and all that. In that case, it's more so like a thing of because we know her true, we sort of know her true goal is to kind of power her own devil up, because seeing as how she is a control devil and all that.
Yeah.
Um, no, but I guess I would say that would be kind of like the challenge of it, where since she has a tendency to manipulate and basically to try to control others and shit, right?
Yeah.
It would be one of those things where it's like, okay, you know what? I get you want to try to control others, but don't let's not harm innocent people while doing it.
Yeah. I'll give it to you. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, because I was gonna choose Android 18, but she reforms either way. So
Yeah, because of a bald midget.
hey, I'm gonna give Krillin his respect when it's due. All right, because at the end of the day, we got. I know people clown on him or used to clown on him a lot for essentially being being weak, but he's weak compared to motherfucking Saiyans.
Yeah, technically he is Earth's strongest human.
Yeah, he's Earth's strongest key using human. Remember, he's the Earth's strongest key using human, and Hercule Sane is the world's strongest human that's a non-key user. No, yeah, but yeah, no. Back to it. I was originally going to choose Android 18, but I mean, she gets reformed either way. I was going to choose Esteth, but I haven't watched a comic got kill.
What about Android 21?
That's the thing, is because
Not Vami, Android 21.
that's the thing too. Because I mean, it doesn't. Because Vami it's kind of like a Majin Buu Super Buu split, right? Where
Yeah.
Vami's the
Vami is pretty much good Android 21, and then there's evil Android 21.
that's the one that turns Majin, right?
That's the one that's like a dark purple color
Okay, got it. Yeah,
because she's evil,
okay.
obviously.
Yeah, no, that's my bad. I haven't. Truth be told, I never played fighters. I tried to get into it. It's just it wasn't for me. But yeah, no, that would have been a good one too. But no, I'm sticking with my choice of Makima.
Okay.
I'll pray to whatever God I need to pray to make sure that I come out of this shit alive, or yeah, no, just come out of this shit alive and not in a collar or some shit.
Or just come.
Of course, you had to make that joke.
You're the one who said it.
I said it in the normal way, you douche.
Yeah, but you set me up
Nah, I didn't say, how did I set you up?
for the joke.
No, it's yeah, you on some bullshit. But yeah, those are picks. For any for our beloved villain waifus that we will give Valentine's Day to. That or if we don't give Valentine's Day to, we'll probably end up dead. So that's yeah. Well, yeah. In case any of our listeners have any villain waifus that you recommend for this, remember the concept is two waifus: one that you could rehabilitate and change their ways, and another one that you have to love as is, no matter what. Feel free to leave it in the comments. Then we'll see the responses because there's probably some that we missed out on. Oh, I have no doubt there's a lot that we missed out on, but yeah, it's if you have any in mind, feel free to comment. Um,
Yeah. I want to see arguments.
he wants to see how many of you get into arguments on who the best evil waifu is. Yeah. Speaking of, okay, continuing on in this Valentine's Day thing, I do have a quick anime recommendation in case you and your significant other want to watch something when you guys want to pop up something. Funny enough, this is on Netflix, and just binge watch it. It's My Happy Marriage. Um,
Oh,
so I give a quick review of this because I've been started watching it. I want to say last year, um, yeah, after like long after it had already come out. Um, I guess the best way to put it, picture since basically many people our age are also fans of Disney, classic Disney movies and stuff. Picture Cinderella, but in the time of feudal Japan, and she and her and Cinderella's father is alive, but he remarried to a stepmother, which is the evil stepmother, and there's only one sister, and she's the evil stepsister, and they're pretty much abusing and mistreating Cinderella. That's the whole premise of My Happy Marriage, because it does take place. It does follow Mio, the main female protagonist on it, and her life under the same Mori house. Um, yeah, and it does show in her backstory that her father ended up remarrying someone that he knew from his childhood, and they both ended up having a daughter together with they both ended up having a daughter together, which is Mio's half little sister. Um, and so, unfortunately, Mio's life turns out to basically go on a downward spiral because she's treated as a servant of the house. She's constantly belittled, insulted, and abused by her stepmother and her little sister. Her father is basically the reason he doesn't do anything, and he's basically neglectful of Mio is due to the fact that and this is surprising when I first started watching it because I'd only seen a bit of the trailer of the release trailer when it came out, and I thought it was like, okay, it looks like a fairly good romance anime, but it has to do with her magical ability. So her little sister ended up getting, I believe, it was an actual higher magical ability than Mio. And then basically when they found out that Mio, from what it looks like on the surface, has no magical ability, that's when they started looking at her as lesser than, and she's no better than a servant and stuff. The one and during those times, the one really joy that she or really good thing that she has in her life at the family's household is basically talking to Koji, who's a part of the neighboring house next door. And I'll say this though, Koji. Not as a side note, he's low key the MVP of the series, based on what happens in latter events. But yeah, getting back to it, yeah, Mio and Koji, they talk, and at the time he's the only one to treat her kind of like as respect with decency as a human being. And that's all the way up until she gets. They tell her the news that Mio is to be married off to essentially, I believe, was a captain of an army known as Kudo, and who has a reputation of supposedly mistreating his wives and all that, and a cold gaze. While her little sister is to be married to Koji, and
Mm.
so pretty much when it's time for Mio to be sent off to Kudo's house and all of the shit, her and Koji share one final goodbye, where Koji he it looks like he's about to confess to her, but he doesn't go through with it. And so when he set up when Mio set off to Kudo's house, at first this dude does look like he's kind of I'll paint it like this. At first, it does look like he has a cold exterior to him, but as the episodes goes on, you see that that's really not the case. He has a serious exterior to him, but you can see him. The more time he spends with Mio, the more he falls for her. So he essentially has a heart of gold under that, like, basically serious, the serious face. Um, and all I gotta say is this: I won't spoil it too much because I do recommend this one, especially since again Valentine's is coming up. It is a pretty good, not just romance anime, but some of the fight scenes because it does seem so. There are some this is magic as I play it here, and the thing about Kyoka Kudo is the fact that this dude not only is he the captain of his platoon, but he is like one of the elite magic users of the army, his stuff. And so later on, when he gets into a battle, this dude just fucking rips through everybody in search of Mio because slight spoilers because he finds out that she's been kidnapped, and he's like, no, you know what? I'm gonna go, find her and basically bring her back because he's in love with her. Um, but yeah, no, I can't. Again, I can't recommend this anime enough. Season one is done right now. They're currently passing season two. I think they're in episode 6 of season two. Um, but yeah, no, the way I'm explaining it, can't do it justice. I do highly recommend you guys, if in case you want, watch it with your significant other, go check it out. It's on Netflix, yeah, and all that, and it's well worth it.
Oh yeah, and if you're curious about who the dub actor for the main protagonist
Mhm.
is the homie Sino.
Right, he's the one that voices Kyoko, right?
Yeah.
Nice, nice. I've seen him voice. I've seen some of the English stuff for My Happy Marriage. He does a pretty damn good job as Kudo.
Yeah.
But yeah, go check out My Happy Marriage. I'll say this: you'll have the same emotions I do toward when you find out more of Mio's backstory and how her family's treating her, and you'll say, "Man, fuck these people! How can they treat this nice lady like this? Y'all are fucked up." And you will start cheering when Kudo comes and gets his get back for his fiance because this motherfucker is ready to fucking start torching shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't have any manga recommendations on my end, but I know you have one.
I have. Yes, I do. It is called Once Upon a Witch's Death, a tale of 1,000 tears of joy.
Ooh, this sounds interesting.
So, the description is you're going to die. 1 year to go.
Hmm.
17-year-old apprentice witch tries to lift the curse of death. On one on the day of her 17th birthday, Meg Raspberry, that's her name,
Hmm.
was told by her teacher, Faust, about the curse placed on her. Meg is destined to die within a year. However, there is a way to lift the curse. If Meg can collect a bottle full of human tears of joy and create the seed of life, she could live. Can Meg bring joy to people and avoid the fate of death?
Damn. This I've never. You know what? I never really heard of this type of concept of manga before.
It has 17 chapters so far. It's an ongoing chapter, and the genre is drama, fantasy, and josei.
Okay, okay. No, that sounds. That actually sounds like it's going to be like a highly dramatic manga. Like it's people want to read it.
Oh yeah, I've been reading it, and it is one of those tear jerking animes.
Dude, yeah, because especially with the way you kind of laid it out, where she pretty much has to collect these tears of, I think it's 100. You said right, 100 tears of joy. Uh,
No, she has to collect a bottle full of tears of joy.
oh, okay, damn, a bottle, and I'm pretty like around like how much size of the bottle, kind of like the small potion bottles, or it's kind of like a water bottle type of.
I'd say the small potion bottles.
Okay. And even then, that's still a challenge because she has to do it under a year, and she has to basically go around and collect it from different people, right?
Yeah, she can't do it from the same. It has to be a new person.
Damn, damn. Dude, that does it does sound really good, and it sounds like it's going to be like a real tearjerker, like you mentioned, a real tearjerker manga. Um, yeah, because stuff like that, it usually hits deep.
Oh yeah. And what's interesting about it is it's getting an anime adaptation.
Really?
Yeah, April 1st
Damn. Okay, so
of
yeah,
this year.
nice. So yeah, and you said there was only 17 chapters to it so far.
Yeah. So if you don't want to read the manga and want to go straight to the anime, well, you got a few months
Yeah,
until the anime comes out.
yeah. And do you know who's producing the anime?
I don't know who's producing the anime.
Ah, okay. No, I'm hoping this gets like really good production because man, now imagine basically reading the manga and thinking, man, this shit is it hits. Now when it gets animated and when they include the music and the emotions from the VAs and stuff, oof. No, yeah,
Yeah.
but that sounds pretty good. What's the name of the manga again?
It's called Once Upon a Witch's Death: The Tale of 1,000 Tears of Joy.
The Once Upon a Witch's Death, The Tales of 1,000 Tears of Joy. Yeah, so yeah, basically, in case you want to check out the manga before the anime adaptation comes out, feel free to check it out wherever you can. And so, because it's only 17 chapters, so it feels like it's going to be a good binge read before the anime adaptation comes out.
Yep.
Alright, it seems like that's all the time we got for tonight. As a reminder, this episode is coming out on Valentine's Day, so hopefully we gave y'all a lot of stuff for Valentine's Day that you want to check out or that you want to binge watch solo together. I mean, fuck, even invite the homies if you want to binge watch some rom com stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, let's wrap it up for another episode of the Otaku Kickback Sessions. We will be back. Let me pop up my calendar here. Fuck it, you know what? Let's say 10 days from the 14th. We will be back with another episode on Monday the 24th, 10:30 a.m. Pacific time as always. And yeah, you got any final things you want to tell the folks?
Drink water,
Mm-hmm.
hug your parents, go outside and touch some grass.
Exactly, exactly. Especially now since it's raining. I mean, don't let a little rain fuck you over. I mean, people have fun in the rain, so why not? And yeah, be sure to follow us on Instagram at otaku_kickbacks, as well as Blue Sky at Otaku Kickback Sessions. We'll be posting any updates regarding more content that we have for the channel in 2025. Um, and other than that, you guys have a good night. Have a good Valentine's Day. Give your love to your close ones, to your loved ones, and yeah, let's keep on it. For Green Specter, I'm easy Shinobi. Y'all have a good Friday night.
Yeah.